Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be building these three simple fall woodworking projects that each cost less than $5 in materials and earn a profit as well. Whether you own a woodworking business and are looking for some products that sell really well, or you're a DIY enthusiast who's looking to just make some fun fall decor on your own, these projects are for you. Each one of these takes less than a half an hour to make, and I built each one using simple tools like a circular saw. Let's dive in. The first project is some 2x4 pumpkins that look amazing on a coffee or kitchen table. It uses roughly half of a single 2x4x8. I'm making 3 different sizes because I think it looks cool like that, but you could just as easily make 1 or 2 and switch up how you decorate them. Take your 2x4 and make a cut about 5 inches from the end of the 2x4. Use the cutoff to measure 2 more cuts. I'm using a circular saw here to show you that you don't need fancy tools to make this, but if you have a miter saw, it makes it that much easier. Now you want to repeat the process 2 more times and cut 3 pieces of wood at about 6 and 7 inch height. The height really doesn't matter, just that you have 3 different size sets of 3 2x4s. Now take a sander if you own one or sand by hand the rough edges. All we're trying to do here is remove the rough cut edges from the circular saw. Now grab your wood glue and CA glue and accelerator. Take 1 set of the 3 2x4s and apply wood glue and a bit of CA glue to 2 of the pieces. The CA glue will dry in about 10 seconds after the accelerator is sprayed on, so it's going to allow you to use the CA glue kind of like a clamp. Now glue the other 2 sets of 3. Next, grab your butane blowtorch and burn the crap out of the wood. This is definitely more than a light burn. You're going to have to play around with it a bit to figure out how much to burn, but what you're going for is to be able to remove the sapwood with a drill and wire brush attachment on the next step. After you've burned the wood, take your drill and wire brush and remove the sapwood. After the charring, the sapwood will come off easier, leaving the hardwood with some cool charring on it. Now that the char is removed from the sapwood, you can take some colored stain and stain the whole piece orange. Last step is to take a 3/4 inch dowel and cut 3 different pieces. You want them at around 2 inches, but you don't need to measure here. Now take a 3/4 inch Forstner bit and drill out a hole in the center of the top of each of your pumpkins. You can make it about 3/4 to an inch deep. Use some CA glue in the hole, spray your accelerator, and pop in your dowel. Paint this green and now you have a stem. Now you can decorate it how you see fit. I ran over to my local Michael's craft store and got some ribbon and paper leaves to add on, and I think it came out great. Well, Zed, thanks for inviting me over, man. It's good hanging with you. Cheers. I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit worried about you, though. You look dead tired. Seriously though. How you doing? Good. This next project was a delight to make, and let me tell you, I really dug deep into my Martha Stewart bag for this one. It's a simple candle holder. For the wood, I was over at Home Depot picking up some 2x4s for my other projects, and I noticed some scrap wood lying around in the back of the loading dock. I asked an employee if I could buy it, and he did me one even better. He said I could have it. So I scored 4 1x8 boards that are perfect for this project. First step is to cut a board with your circular saw at 15 inches long. Use that board to mark a second, and then cut that board at 15 inches long. Set your table saw to 5 1/4 inches and make a rip cut with the table saw on each of these boards. That will leave you with 2 15 by 5 1/4 inch boards and 2 15 by 2 inch boards. Take one of the 15 by 5 1/4 boards and rip one more 2 inch strip. You can set the rest of that piece aside. That leaves you with 1 15 by 5 1/4 and 3 15 by 2 inch boards. This is all you're going to need for wood. Next, take your larger board and add pocket holes on one side. I'm using 3 on each end and 5 to 6 on the sides. Take 2 of your 2x15 boards and clamp them to the board with the pocket holes like so. It's important to attach them on the outside so you won't see the seam between the top and bottom boards. Set your remaining 2x15 inch piece flush with one end and mark the opposite end to cut. Cut this to size and then repeat the process on the opposite side. Now clamp these pieces to the ends and add your pocket screws. Next we're going to add some character to the wood to make it look more rustic and aged. You can do this by adding some hammer marks and using your drill with wire brush to remove some of the softer sapwood. I'm not doing it here, but you can also add nail holes and hit the board with chains to add marks. All of these marks will absorb stain deeper. I'm using Early American stain by Midwax on this, but I find that any darker stain comes out really good. I want to point out an important step here. Because I'm using pine, which is a softwood, it's known to absorb stains somewhat blotchy at times. I recommend using a coat of pre-stain wood conditioner first. This will help the wood absorb the stain more evenly, and you won't end up with a blotchy look. And that's it. Now summon your inner Martha Stewart and decorate this sucker. The last project is the simplest of the three, so if you're a beginner, this is a great one to start with. We're going to be making candy corns with this one. Similar to the pumpkin project, we're going to need wood of 3 different sizes, but in this project we only need 1 of each size. Once you have your 3 pieces cut, set a combination square to a 1/2 inch and mark your boards, 1/2 inch on the ends. Then use a straight edge to draw a line from those marks to the opposite corners. Normally I would use my bandsaw now to cut these parts, but I want to show that this is doable with minimal tools, so I'm going to use my jigsaw here. It's a little bit more difficult to do it this way, but it can definitely be done for you DIYers out there. Now take your 3 cut candy corn shapes and add your paint. I'm using acrylic paint for this step. After the paint's dried, you can use a power sander or a hand sander and sand the edges all around the piece to expose the wood and make it look worn. Then decorate as you see fit. I'm using some twine to decorate mine. Fast, easy, cheap, and a great seller. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, check out my video on creating fall decor with your CNC next.